Ew, what's going on? Gonna do something else on eating cheap. Um, this is remember this? This was something you had when you were a little kid. I know I had it when I was a little kid. I think uh, when my mom would make lunch, she would make a grilled cheese sandwich, Chef Boyardee, raviolis, and Fritos. Man, that was like the cat's ass back then. Um, so let's talk a little bit about this. The MRE stuff is just disgusting to eat. It doesn't even resemble meat or food. It's kind of like it's hard to describe. It's kind of like eating synthetic food. That's the only way I can put it. The meat doesn't taste like meat. The meat tastes like rubber, tenderized rubber with burnt tire gravy. Um, so let's go over the history of Chef Boyardee. Chef Boyardee, or Hector Boyardee, he had a restaurant, and the restaurant became so famous that he started bottling his own sauce, and then he started putting pasta in cans. You know, now I think a lot of people grew up in a culture where you can get anything you want at any time, any place. Um, Back in rural America, you didn't have any Italian food. It wasn't around. It wasn't made available to you. Um, and Chef Boyardee kind of bridged the gap there. He made pasta available to the common man, all over the world, and it's actually a really cool story. Uh, you can Google up Hector Boyardee, and you'll find some really interesting facts. Was a really good guy, right, buddy? You were pretty cool. And now Chef Boyardee is manufactured by Conagra. Conagra is a really good company. They make quality foods. They make kids' foods. You can't sit here and say that this is like if you went to the Italian restaurant, you're not going to get this, and I wouldn't expect to if I'm paying for it. But simple for what it is. I keep these around the house for emergencies. I usually go down to Restaurant Depot and buy number 10 cans, and I keep them in the house for wintertime. The dehydrated food is great, but I mean you're going to break the bank trying to stock up on that stuff. And the wise food is really good too, but it's just so damn expensive. So I keep a lot of canned goods around the house. Shelf life on them is about 3 years. But what I do is I blow them out. I blow them out. No, I blow them out of the house over the winter time because weather gets kind of crazy around here, and I'm not one of those people who drives around when it's a blizzard. I used to when I was younger. I don't do it anymore. It just became very costly. So let's check it out and see what it says in the back here. It's processed food. There's a lot of ingredients in here, man. But and I think with a lot of stuff, what I say is don't make a diet of this stuff. But occasionally, it's good if you're in a pinch. You don't have to heat it up. It says good stuff inside. 1/2 cup vegetables per serving, no preservatives or MSG, good source of protein. Um, you've got your food pyramid. I won't even get into that. Um, a lot of them actually have the story of Chef Boyardee on it and his background and all the things he did. And Conagra is another company. There's a lot of stand-up companies out there. You look at, I mean, I won't get too much into Miller High Life, but Miller High Life, every time you buy a can of Miller High Life or a bottle of Miller High Life, you save the caps, you trade them in, and they donate 10 cents to returning veterans to take them out to baseball games, football games, hockey games, and buy them some beer. So I thought it was pretty cool. But ConAgra gives millions of dollars to fight child hunger, which is a huge problem in this country. I think you watch the TV late at night, and everything's about other countries and people starving, but there's people starving in our country, and I don't see too many infomercials trying to get your money for that, but that's neither here nor there. But ConAgra stepped up to the plate many times for many years. It donates millions of dollars in food to worthy causes. So let's stop me running my mouth and let's check out what we have here. Pop top, to make it easy. I'm not even going to heat this up. Nice looking raviolis. That one almost tried to get away. Okay. They stay together. They're not all ripped up. You know, they're good looking raviolis. And I gotta tell you, even cold, they're actually really good. I think cooking for a living, people always assume that you're a huge food snob. I'm not. I eat regular food most all the time. I think the majority of, I mean, I cook for rich people every day. Crazy stuff, but when I come home, I pretty much eat the same things my mother fed me when I was younger. I learned how to cook from my mother and my grandmother. Like I said, the only thing I learned in culinary school was how to do an upside down keg stand. That was about it. And the majority of the time I spent there was, college. College. You're just going out getting wasted every night and trying to hook up. But those are truths. You're gonna find truths on my channel, not a bunch of bullshit. But in not being a food snob, I mean, there's certain things I won't compromise on. I don't think I compromise on tomato products if I'm going to make something myself. And mayonnaise, man. I don't compromise on mayonnaise either. It's just Hellman's. What else don't I compromise on? I think if I have the money, I'll usually buy my meat from the butcher instead of the grocery store. And I think that's about it. Salt. Salt's another thing that I don't compromise on. I use kosher salt, or I use some boutique salts. But basically, my cooking is straightforward, quality ingredients, and simple. Just that's the way it should be. Everything doesn't have to be foo-foo or fusion cuisine or what that new trend is. That's for the rich people to keep them guessing and keep them emptying their pockets for a bunch of nonsense. But I'm drifting off here. These are great things to keep around the house for emergencies, and they're cheap. The can was $1.53. Wasn't a bad deal at all. Makes a nice little lunch. I'm always saying something, but man, when you're hungry, you'd be surprised what you would eat. So hopefully you get something out of this video. I don't know. It's hard when you have a broad audience and you can't try and make everybody happy all the time. I don't change what I do to satisfy the masses. My videos are simple, to the point, and I hope people like them. And if people don't like them, watch something else, man. There's a lot of stuff out there to watch other than me sitting around eating a can of Chef Boyardee. I appreciate everybody who watches the videos, but I don't get all jammed up about the negative stuff. So later, guys.